Quaid Azam Pot 292. With regard to the proposal made in the statement of the 16th May 1946 relating to the formation and functioning of the constitution-making body, the Working Committee of Congress passed a resolution on the 24th May 1946, and conversations and correspondence have taken place. We have pointed out what, in our opinion, were the defects in the proposal. We also gave our interpretation of some of the provisions of the statements. While adhering to our views, we accept your proposals and are prepared to work them with a view to achieve our objectives. We would add, however, that the successful working of the Constituent Assembly will largely depend on the formation of a satisfactory provisional government. I've got another part of the correspondence. It is an enclosure, in fact. Enclosure number 603, resolution of the Congress Working Committee dated 25th June 1946. The kind of independence which Congress has aimed at is the establishment of United Democratic Indian Federation with a central authority which would command respect for the nations of the world, maximum provincial autonomy and equal rights for all men and women in the country. The limitation of central authority is contained in the proposal, as well as the system of grouping of provinces weakened the whole structure and was unfair to some provinces, such as the northwestern frontier province and Azam, and to some of the minorities, notably the Sikh. The committee disapproved of this. In the proposal for an interim government contained in the statement of June 16th, the defects related to the matters of the vital concern of the Congress. Some of these have been pointed out in a letter of June 25th from the Congress President to the Viceroy. The provisional government must have power and authority and responsibility and should function, in fact, if not in law, as a de facto independent government leading to the full independence to come. The members of such a government can only hold themselves responsible to the people and not to any external authority. In the formation of a provisional or other government, congressmen can never give up the national character of Congress or accept an artificial and unjust parity or agree to a veto of the communal group. The committee are unable to accept the proposals for the formation of an interim government as contained in the statement of June 16th. The committee have, however, decided that the Congress should join the proposed Constituent Assembly with a view to framing the constitution of a free, united and democratic India. While the committee have agreed to Congress participation in the Constituent Assembly, it is in their opinion essential that a representative and responsible provisional national government be formed at the earliest possible date. The fallout of all this was a meeting that Jinnah then had with the cabinet delegation and Wavell jointly. On 25 June itself, this meeting did not go well. It began with Jinnah questioning the genuineness of the Congress acceptance of the 16 May statement. The Secretary of State then accused Jinnah of sabotaging the prospects of an interim government, laying the blame on Jinnah for publishing his letter to Wavell on 19 June. This important and fateful meeting of 25 June yielded no results. The Cabinet Mission and the Viceroy thereafter issued a public statement on 26 June that the formation of interim government stood postponed for now. Simultaneously, Wavell and the Cabinet delegation made clear to Jinnah their resolve to go ahead with the election to the Constitution Assembly in the face of Jinnah having strongly urged the postponement to Jinnah. Both the long-term plan of constitution making and the short-term plan of interim government constituted an integral whole. he had that it would be undesirable to proceed with one elections to the Constituent Assembly and the postpone the other. The formation of the interim government, the suggestion of Jinnah to the Viceroy did not accept. In this saga of the cabinet mission, it was Wavell, the Viceroy, who paradoxically had now together the prices of their failed visit. Even before the 16 May statement had been issued, Wavell had suggested a discussion on the action to be taken in case one or both the parties turned down their proposals. Simultaneously, he had also done some loud thinking on this issue with George Abel. His private secretary, Wavell, correctly predicted a crisis in case of the delegation went along with the Congress in the event of a Muslim League declining to be part of the interim government. Wavell anticipated that parity in the government will be the main issue between Congress and the Muslim League, and he was unclear of the stand that the Cripps and the Pethick Lawrence would take. To Wavell, these two appeared to so committed to the Congress that it was impossible for them to take a firm stand with that party. He, Wavell, in no uncertain terms, accuses them of a strong Congress bias in his diaries.